Have you ever walked into a quiet room and felt your thoughts suddenly turn up the volume? No music, no notifications, no voices. And somehow, it's louder than a crowded street. Maybe you sit in silence, and your mind starts narrating everything. Old conversations resurface. Future worries line up. Random thoughts knock one by one. And you think, why does silence feel so intense for me? If this sounds familiar, you're not broken. There's a psychology behind why silence feels loud to certain minds. And once you see it, the noise starts to make sense. For some people, silence removes distraction, not stimulation. Picture someone used to constant input, music, background chatter, movement. When the noise stops, the brain doesn't relax. It steps forward. Thoughts that were kept busy now take center stage. Memories replay. Questions resurface. Feelings finally get airtime. If this is you, silence isn't empty. It's a mirror. Then there are people whose minds are wired for high awareness. They notice small sounds others filter out. The hum of a fan, the tick of a clock, their own breathing. In silence, these details become amplified. The brain scans for information, finds very little, and turns inward. This isn't anxiety, it's sensitivity. Your mind is tuned to subtle signals, and silence turns the dial all the way up. Another profile is the emotional processor. These are people who move through the day efficiently, but postpone feeling. They're productive, focused, functional, until everything gets quiet. Silence removes the structure that kept emotions organized. Suddenly, unprocessed feelings start speaking up. If this resonates, silence might feel uncomfortable, not because it's loud, but because it's honest. It's where feelings finally get heard. Then there are minds shaped by unpredictability. People who grew up in environments where quiet meant something was wrong. Silence wasn't peaceful. It was a warning. Raised voices, tension, conflict often followed. So the nervous system learned to stay alert during quiet moments. Even now, silence triggers a subtle readiness. Something's about to happen. But here's the twist. For some people, silence feels loud because they're deeply reflective. They think in layers. They connect ideas unconsciously. They live inside an ongoing internal dialogue. When external noise disappears, that inner world becomes audible, not chaotic, just active. Silence isn't overwhelming to them, it's crowded. And finally, some people experience silence as loud because they're rarely still with themselves. They move fast, stay engaged, avoid pauses. So when silence arrives, it feels unfamiliar, like stepping into a room without furniture. But unfamiliar doesn't mean unsafe. It just means new. So, if silence feels loud to you, ask yourself, what is it revealing? Unfinished thoughts, unfelt emotions, a sensitive mind craving understanding? Which of these felt like you? And next time silence shows up, maybe don't fight it. Listen. Sometimes the loudest thing in the room is your inner world, finally being heard.